Welcome to today's live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's summertime. It's summer, so you all know teachers are on a break. So, what we'll be doing for this summer break? What will we be doing over at Kicking with Dr. Britton for this summer break? For those who are still interested in teaching in the United States, then I guess for this summer, you should be on Kicking with Dr. Britton live every day so that you can learn something, even if you did not get that teaching opportunity this 24-25 school year. This is your opportunity to start learning now about how you can get that teaching opportunity for next school year, which is going to be school year 25-26. So basically, this is just preparing you for next year if you did not land that teaching opportunity for the 24-25 school year. So it's never too late. Now, before we go into the live, go ahead and type in the comment section where you're joining from, where you're watching from, and if it is your intention to teach in the United States, and if you have made any steps towards getting that teaching opportunity. So I'll wait for others to join while you say where you are watching from, where you're watching this live from. So we're also live on IG for those who are joining on IG. We will be talking about, how to get a teaching job in the United States, specifically for people who are interested and have not landed any teaching opportunity for the 24-25 school year. This is your opportunity to learn how you can get a teaching job for the 25-26 school year. Now, go ahead and put in the comment section where you're joining this live from. And if it is on your list or on your bucket list to get a teaching job in the United States. All right. While we wait, go ahead and put in the comment section where you're joining from. So I see Sharon from India, Devina from the Bahamas. Hey, JC Creations from India. Thanks for joining, guys. Now, have you done anything towards your teaching dream in the United States? What have you done so far? You can put that in the comment section to let us know while we wait. So I'm going to check to see if I have any comments on IG where you're joining from. And we're going to go straight into it. Hey, Sheikh Salmon. Sheikh, I think. Hey, Ayana. So I know a lot of people are interested in getting a teaching job in the United States, but they don't know where to start. And on this platform, I do share a lot of information. Nothing, you have not done anything as yet, Davina, but you can start when you are ready. Okay, I'm doing good, Sheikh. How are you doing? So, depending on how these lives go in the day, we might do them Monday to Friday at 11 a.m. That's going to be dependent on what the feedback is, if it is needed. So, it is my intention to share with you some strategies that you can start put in place or things that you need to start doing if you are interested in getting a teaching job in the United States. It might not be for the 24-25 school year. It's now June. It's not too late. I would not say it is too late, but if you are to start now, it may be rushed. So if you want to do it and take your time and, learn the process as you go along, I would say get ready for the next school year. That is 25-26 school year, and the things that you can do to start. Can I start my application and join this academic year? Yes, that's what I just said. It's not too late, depending on the school district or the Most program sponsors are closed at this time, so it would definitely have to be a direct hire. I know a lot of school districts are still seeking teachers, so it's not too late, but it will be rushed, meaning everything would have to be done in a fast speed in order to be in the classroom when school opens, or you'd have to come at a later date. All right, you've completed your expansion, so you have started to do something. That's good. All right, so we know to teach in the United States, we have to meet the basic requirements. And if you have been following my platform, for those who are joining for the first time, my name is Dr. Britton. And on this platform, I share how you can get a teaching job here in the United States. Also, I provide one on one guidance and consultation for people who might need the step to go through the process with somebody holding their hands. We'll talk more about that at the end. But in order to get a teaching job in the United States, you must meet some basic requirements, and those include a bachelor's degree in education. Specifically, you're teaching in Georgia, and I've taught in South Carolina before. I've taught in South Carolina for over 6 years, and now I'm teaching in Georgia. Could you please share about Savannah School District interviews? When will they start? Give me a minute to talk some more about that JC Creations. So, in order to get a teaching job in the United States, we all know we need a bachelor's degree in education, specifically in education. However, if it is in a subject area, for example, if it's in math, or if it's in science, or if it's in biology, whatever, if it's an education degree, you are still eligible if you meet the requirements. Now, I noticed Sheikh said she completed her expansion. For those who don't know, what is that? Once you're interested to teach in the United States, but you are in possession of a bachelor's degree, a educational degree, but it's not from the United States, then you would have to get your degree evaluated to see if it meets the requirement of a bachelor's degree in the United States. So that way you would then need to get your credentials evaluated. All right. So some states, they tell you which company they need you to get your credentials evaluated through. Um, they also allow you to choose the one you need, but it must be from an accredited body. And they usually say they should be accredited by NACEs. I did share on my platform that some of the different companies that are approved by NACEs. Those who are joining my platform for the first time, you definitely need to check out Kicking with Dr. Britton on YouTube as well as Facebook. I'm also on TikTok. I'm live also on TikTok right now, but it is under Dr.WB. So I've shared a lot of information on my YouTube platform. If you are seeking a teaching job in the United States, you definitely need to be a part of that community, because for sure there's a lot of information that you can learn from. Is there a demand or requirement for English teachers? There are requirements for English teachers, but the demand is not high. The areas that the demand is high for teachers in the United States, it's math, science, and special education. All right, so once you have your bachelor's degree in education, you need to get your credentials evaluated. That's going to be a very important step if you are to be offered in a teaching position in the United States. And there are several companies that you can use to get your credentials evaluated from. Now, Spantron is one of those companies. They are recognized in many states, meaning if you get your credentials evaluated through Spantron, as Sheikh is said in the comment section, then many states will accept that credential evaluation. However, not all states, specifically California, do not recognize Spantron. So you have to know the state you're interested in and, the credentialing body that they recognize. However, if you are aware or not aware of my website, which is supremacyconnect.com, through Supremacy, you can get a $20 discount if you are applying for your credential evaluation through Spansion. So supremacyconnect.com. That is where I provide one-on-one guidance and services to people who are interested in getting a teaching job in the United States, but you don't know where to start, or you have started, but you are stuck. You need help. You need someone to guide you. That's where I come in. You go on my website, supremacyconnect.com, and you book a session. You pay a small fee, and then you can choose the time that you'd like us to meet. Because it's summer, I have opened my times not only for afternoons, which I usually meet only like 5:30 to 8 in the night. But because it's now summer, I can meet with people starting as early as 9 a.m. for your one-on-one consultation. So you can check that out, supremacyconnect.com. If I'm unsuccessful in one or two interviews with US schools, will it impact my future interviews? It will not, JC Creations. Is there any software or system that allows schools to be aware of my previous? No, no. Good questions, JC, but no, no. There's no way your interview with one school district or one school will hinder the next. In fact, what those interviews will do is to prepare you for your next, because then you will know, you would learn from those interviews what is it they're asking, what your responses were, and how you're going to fix those responses for your next interview. So don't be upset when you are not accepted in a specific role with a specific school. Use that as a teaching experience. Use it as a teaching experience. Could you please talk about schools in Georgia? Specifically, what do you want to know about schools in Georgia? So, you have your bachelor's degree, you have your credentials evaluated. You need to ensure that your English is on par, meaning they want to make sure that people who are going to be teaching in the United States, they're fluent in English. If English is not your first language, you may need to do some type of qualifying exams to prove that you are fluent in English. Okay. Also, if you are offered a job interview, they are listening to your English language. Even if they don't say, they're listening to see if you are fluent in English. Let me hop over to see on IG what's happening. If there's any questions, I would not want to miss those. So yes. All right, so you want to make sure you're fluent in English. Also, you want to make sure you have some type of teaching experience in your home country. Now, at least too many of them say they need at least 2 years teaching experience in your home country. Some may be flexible, but still do not allow this to stop you from applying. Go ahead and put your applications in. I'm telling you, a lot of school districts are still in need of teachers. There's still upcoming job fairs that you definitely need to check out. I will be sharing this evening as well some upcoming job fairs that you can check out for those who are interested in doing some virtual. Some of them might be in person, but there may be some virtual job fairs that you can join. Okay, so will having higher qualifications affect my recruitment prospects in terms of salary expectations? So, if you have a master's degree, most states they do pay for your master's, and I have not seen it before where a school district is saying, oh, we're not going to hire you because your qualifications is higher than what we expect. The minimum requirement is a bachelor's degree, but that does not mean you cannot have a master's. Having a master's is going to be a plus for you because they want to see that you are highly qualified. They have something in the United States that they put on your teaching license that usually say highly qualified teacher, and it's going to be dependent on your years of experience as well as your qualifications. So that will not hinder your prospect of getting a salary and your salary expectations. But one thing you need to take into consideration, JC Creations, is that all school districts, if you are interested in a specific school district, they have their salary scale on their website. So if you go on their website and you see the salary scale and that's not something that you're comfortable with, you would not work for that amount of salary, then that district might not be for you. So you can always check out what the salary scales or the salary scale is before actually taking a job offer. Or usually after an interview, they usually tell you what your salary would be for the year, and you can check to see what you'll be taking home per month or bi-weekly and determine if that's something that you are still interested in. All right, so those are some good questions. All right, so you may be wondering, so if I'm interested to teach in the United States, what steps should I take? A lot of a lot of a lot of program sponsors are in the United States. They're called J1 program sponsors. What they do is they sponsor internationals to come to teach in the United States. These J1 program sponsors, they sponsor the J1 visa. The J1 visa is a cultural exchange visa, which would allow you to teach in the United States for maybe initially 3 years, then with the expectation to extend that for an additional 2 years. I will be sharing with you also sometime this week a program sponsor who did not extend their teachers 2 years, and we will try to, you know, educate others about what you can do once you are on a J1 program sponsor. All right, so we will be talking about upcoming job fairs as well as J1 sponsor not extending visas. All right, so on the J1 exchange visa, it is a cultural exchange visa. So what that means is they expect that you go home after your um, time is finished on the J1 visa. There are ways to go around not going home, but that's something you can always book a session to learn more about, or you can get more information here on my YouTube channel as well. Or if you are not interested in a J1 visa, you can do direct hire, meaning you apply directly to a school district who is seeking teachers. And what that school district can do is to offer you an H1B visa. An H1B visa has dual intent, meaning you can transfer from the H1B visa to a permanent resident visa, be a permanent resident in the United States. Okay, so there are different ways that you can come to the United States as a teacher. As I said, if you're new to this platform, I share a lot of information on how you can get a teaching job in the United States. Go ahead and share this video with people you know who may be interested in learning about getting a teaching job here in the United States, as well as subscribe and turn your notification bells on. As I mentioned earlier, depending on the feedback I'm getting from this live, and I'm going to do a next one tomorrow, I will decide if I'm going to do a daily live for the entire month of June, Monday to Friday at 11 a.m. But that's going to be dependent on the feedback. If the information is not needed, then it would not make sense for me to be wasting my time every day to come on and there's no one who's interested in this information. All right, so that's going to be dependent on the feedback and what's happening while I'm live today and tomorrow. Is there any state that gives teaching certificate without TOEFL score? Yes. JC Creation, which country are you from? Because if you are from an English speaking country, you don't need to do an English exam. It's going to be dependent on the country. If your first language is not English, then you're going to need to prove that you are fluent in English. But yes, a lot of Indians are in Georgia working currently. I cannot say if they had to do a TOEFL exam, what they had to do, but I'm definitely going to be having Indians coming to share their experience on my platform. So you definitely need to be on the lookout for, when that's going to happen. When are the schools going to start in Georgia? So schools already out in Georgia. The last day for students were May 22nd. So school's going to start for children in the first week of August. That's when children will go back to school, but teachers will go back to school the last week of July. I think they go back to school the 26th of July. Okay. If you are on an H-1B visa and it's about to expire and you get another contract with a different school, you have to go back home as soon as the visa expires and go to the embassy. So, Alan girl, if you're already here in the United States on an H-1B visa, it's about to expire. You got a contract from a different school district. That school district need to try to put your visa application in to change your H-1B sponsor. That's your job that you were with first. They're going to apply now to either transfer that to a new school, or they're going to apply for a brand new H-1B visa for your new school. They can do that before your visa expires. After your visa expires, if you did not get a job before the visa expires, you have up to 30 days after the visa expires to get a job, and they still can transfer or apply for a new visa within that 30 days. Okay. Now, those are from my personal experiences. If you need legal counsel, then you have to seek that from a lawyer. All right. I am about putting up I'm about putting up in Supremacy Connect. If I have my certification, will fee be reduced a bit. You are awesome. I'm not sure what you're saying. Spread love. Please retype that question. Will they consider West evaluation? Can I write for GACE exams without SSN? Yes, Sharon, you definitely can do your GACE exam without an SSN number. You definitely can. Will they consider? I'm not sure who you are referring to as they. West is accepted in many states. And so if it's a state that accept NACE's approved credentialing body, then they will accept West. All right. What are the challenges teachers are facing in Georgia? The challenges faced is not just in Georgia. The challenges are everywhere. Teaching is not what I say an easy job. A lot of people may think it's easy, but it's not. And so some of the challenges may be, children who are difficult to get them to do what you want them to do. It might be parents who are kind of hard also and, believe their children and not what the teachers say. But you as the educator have to find ways and means and how to get your students involved, how to get them to want to do their work, how to get these parents for you and them to work together for the betterment of the child. So challenges will be there, but you'll have to find ways on how you're going to make it work for you, the student and the parents. How long does it take to get green card if you are on God's gift? It can take as long as a school district decide that they're going to sponsor you. It's not that you come on the H-1B visa or J-1 visa and automatically gets a green card. That's not how it works. In order to get a green card, somebody like your school district has to decide that they want to sponsor you a green card. And when they start the process can take anywhere between 2 to 3 years, sometimes less, but the lawyers usually tell you 2 to 3 years because it's a long process. But it's not that you can just come on these visas and automatically be given a green card. Okay, I hope that answered it. I am about getting in touch with you with that. Okay, I'm asking if the fee can be reduced if I have a certification, since it's included in the package. Thank you. I'm still not sure. Please send me a message there so I can fully understand what you're saying, spread love, because I'm not sure what certification you say you already have, and I'm not sure what services you need. So if you send me a message there, I can respond and let you know and give you a better response, if that is clear. All right, so we talk about today what some of the basic requirements that you need in order to teach in the United States. I did say, okay, I'll check the DM. I did say it is my intention to come and share with you every day for this month of June, talk some more about how to get a teaching job in the United States, depending on the feedback that I get today. So I will be live again tomorrow at 11 a.m. We will talk some more about, getting a teaching job in the United States and steps you can take. And also this evening I will be sharing some job fairs, some upcoming job fairs that you maybe can join in person if you're already here in the United States, or live if they're offering that opportunity. So if you have not subscribed to this channel as yet, that is Kicking with Dr. Britton. I'm on YouTube as well as IG under Kicking with, and Facebook, Kicking with Dr. Britton. Go ahead and subscribe, turn your notification bells on, and don't forget to share with someone who might need this information. If you have not liked this video as yet, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. It's free to subscribe. For those who don't know, it's free to subscribe. You don't need to pay to subscribe to this channel. Share it with somebody or tag somebody who may need this information. How will they verify or how will they verify our previous experience? Will they contact our previous school? There will be a verification and employment shake. There's an employment verification form that you would have to get completed by your previous school, and you would, once you take that, I have lots of doubts. Once you take your employment verification form to your previous school, they would complete that, and that can be used as you know, your previous experience verification form. What kind of doubts? Why you have lots of doubts? Go ahead and put your questions in. As I mentioned earlier, it's going to be dependent on the feedback that I get today if I'm going to continue this for the month of June. If you have questions, put them in the comment section and I will come to share those with you daily for the month of June. All right. So guys, if that's it for today, thanks for joining. I'll see you tomorrow again at 11 a.m. If you remember a question after we log off, come back to the video and put it in the comment section. I will see them, and I'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Bye. Don't forget to check out supremacyconnect.com. Specifically for people who have doubts, they're not sure, you need that one-on-one guidance where somebody is basically walking you through the process. You definitely need to check out supremacyconnect.com and sign up for a session. It is for a small fee, but you can learn more. Also, I've been working with people through my 1-year subscription, and they have been learning a lot. Some have been gotten job opportunities, so you definitely need to check those out. If you feel you need someone to work with one-on-one and not just on the platform, will they contact our previous employer because my relations are bad with them? So they usually want to know, and this is if you are getting a job offer, Shake. If you are getting a job, they're going to want to contact your immediate past employer to learn or get some information about you. Or they might ask for a reference, and in that case, you may can use a reference from somebody you're more comfortable with. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to check one last time on IG to see if there were any questions, any comments. All right, and we will be talking some more tomorrow again at 11 a.m. All right, bye, guys. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.